I did journalism because I'm a huge Shah Rukh Khan fan and I really wanted to meet him as a person.
What was that turnkey moment or that memorable conversation that made you feel, yes, I have arrived now?
Shah Rukh has gone like this in the videos, like Nayandeep is from Kolkata. Nayandeep is one of my biggest fans. Nayandeep really likes me. Shah Rukh sir will spend 2 minutes with you, and in those 2 minutes, you will feel like nobody else except you matter to him and those 2 minutes. The biggest superstars are superstars because they really are not superstars in their head. Many people, including, I'm talking about the media fraternity, in the beginning were not kind to me. You should stop calling yourself a journalist. Journalists don't dance around. You're dancing like a butterfly. You keep quoting pictures with celebrities. मैं हद से ज़्यादा इमोशनल, तो मेरी अपनों का यही स्ट्रेस है कि भाई मैं इमोशंस में बह के कुछ गलत ना कर दूँ शो पे। वो मेरे को भी स्ट्रेस है। क्या होप है न्यूज़ का? आज तो हर एक चीज़ पेड है। 10 लोगों को आप पैसे दे दो, वो आपके बारे में अच्छा बोलेंगे, और 10 लोगों को आप डिसाइड करो कि आज ये जगह इन्होंने इतनी खराब कर दी है कि 10 लोगों को आप पैसे नहीं दोगे ना। आज आपने डिसाइड किया कि नहीं दूंगा पैसे, वही 10 लोग आपको आर्म ट्विस्ट करेंगे। नहीं पैसे दे रहे हो ना, अब तो अच्छा तो बोलेंगे ही नहीं। अरे चुप रहो, फिर गलत बोलो।
Nayandeep Rakshit, welcome to Social Ketchup Bench. How are you doing?
Thank you so much for doing this, Karina. And I must give a shout out to Mrinil also. I met the whole team and I met a lot of other influencers at the brunch. And Jeet also I met at the brunch. And you guys have been so warm and welcoming. So which is why when I was telling Mrinil that Mrinil, I am actually doing something. And we talk. So I'm like, let it get locked. I'm going to tell you and you'll be very happy. And she was so thrilled. She was so happy. And I'm like, we'll do something when I'm doing something adequately good. So this is something hopefully which is going to be adequately good. So thank you for doing this. The way I felt in that room, I cannot explain in words. I have also been part of rooms where people are treated differently because of their social standings, because of their social media standings, especially when you're in a room full of influencers, content creators. There was no such facade. Everybody was talking to each other. They were writing letters. And initially I was like, I don't know many people. Who do I write to? And in the end, by the end of the day, I actually wrote to like 8 or 9 of them because I love writing letters. And it was such a fulfilling experience because I came back knowing a lot more people and getting so much love and warmth. So the little that I could have done is to give that warmth back to the people who actually organized the whole thing. You know, हम लोग ना जो कैमरे पे देखते हैं, जो दिखाई देता है, हम लोग सिर्फ उसी को वैल्यू करते हैं. But I have been in positions where I've led teams and I know that जितना मेरी मेहनत होती है to do something, to set up the whole thing to the people behind who possibly may not be in front of the camera, who the audience doesn't get to see or experience. They are equally important and they've equally put in their heart. So the whole team that put together that brunch, I had to go and thank them for making me feel very included, very safe and very welcome. So that's the basic. But मुझे यही नहीं पता चलता है कि ये चीज बेसिक चीज आजकल प्रिविलेज क्यों हो गई है, because unfortunately nobody else is doing it.
Very rare these days. Reason why?
I don't know why. I hope the world changes and we go back to a world
people
where
like you,
kindness
basically.
Not just like me. I feel like where kindness is like a necessity. It shouldn't be a luxury. It shouldn't be a privilege if somebody is kind to you. Like that's the least one can do. You're not asking them for money. It's not like you're asking them for something. Kindness and respect is something that you can give to each other. That's it. It doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah, that's so very well put. So coming back to the show, many congratulations on Rise and Fall.
Thank you.
We just absolutely loved your promo with Dhanushree. It was so full of sass. So please tell us a little more about the show and also what made you say yes to it.
So Rise and Fall is basically a very, it's not just a popularity contest or a personality-driven show. It's also a very task-driven show. And if you ask my friends, I am a game freak. Like in my house parties, we are always playing some game or the other, right? When Traitors released, because we've all grown up playing Mafia. So when Traitors released, we are all playing Mafia and I have videos of it. I'm like, we go crazy bonkers, okay? And I love playing games. So when this show came to me, and when somebody told me that, you know, Pranav basically he's the one who got this for me. There's a guy called Pranav from Collective. He's the sweetest. He's handled everything so well. When they got the show for me, I actually felt that, oh, this is something that I can try. Also, because I'm on a solo journey, I don't have to go and ask for anybody to take those decisions. I can take those decisions myself. So that's a very liberating thought. So the moment it came to me, I thought that, oh, let the world see me how I am in my truest, most authentic self. I will make mistakes and people will shame me for it, rightly so. And I might do something really right where people who possibly didn't like me will start liking me, or people who like me already will like me more. So either of the two will happen, and maybe both will happen. Why not take that chance? Abhi nahi lunga to kab lunga? And I'm also doing it because, see, when you're on a solo creator journey and you're putting all your savings into making content and making a YouTube channel, and you definitely have bills to pay without knowing how much you are going to get back. That's something which is very different from a salaried job. Whether I do 2 interviews in a month or 20, if I'm on salary, I will know I will get that X amount. But the moment you remove that salary, especially from a middle class background or a middle class family, there is pressure that you put on yourself that, okay, this is the salary I was getting, which was a like constant figure. Now, even if you get more, but you have to pay salaries, and those will not change no matter how much you earn or you do. So now, if I do 2 interviews and not 20, it does matter. So those are the permutations and combinations I did, and I did realize that if I go, I'm going there for visibility, for people to understand who I am, all of that. Of course, money is an added surplus, but I'm not just doing it for money. I am doing it because I hope that people come to Nayan Sense, understand that, okay, this is Nayandeep, and why not? Let's just support him in his content creation journey. And maybe just there's so many influencers who are earning so much money with content, sometimes good content, bad content, ugly content. I promise you good content. I will not promise you something which is going to be very defamatory or disrespectful. So I hope they support me equally.
That's such a lovely and honest answer.
Thank
And I
you.
think that is something that we absolutely love about you, that how fearlessly authentic you are.
Thank you. Don't know any other way to be, is what I will say.
Wow. Where do you think this comes from? I mean, in a world which kind of appreciates a little bit of facade, I mean, it's okay to be a little more cautious about the way you are, the way you present yourself, given the kind of environment that we are living in. So, how do you manage to stay so true to yourself?
Because I'm surrounded by people who actually don't let me be anybody else. Before the interview, you saw my sister was joking, right? About not brushing my teeth. I did brush my teeth today. So I did fight on that, and I did brush my teeth just because I have to give my brush away. So I didn't want to use that. I used something else which mom gave. But she said, but you have not taken a bath, which is the truth. I didn't contest it. Isme kya bari baat hai, bhai? I didn't take a bath till now. It's 4 o'clock. I will go home. I'm doing this since 11. I was late for something. There are many things you have to do before entering a reality show, which I didn't know. This is my first. So I'll go home and take. It's honesty. वहां पे भी मैंने क्या बोला कि जो मैंने किया है वो मैं मान लूंगा, और जो मैंने नहीं किया है वो मैं नहीं मानूंगा. So I am surrounded by people who are not going to say, you have not taken a bath but you are still good. Don't take a bath forever. ऐसे लोग भी नहीं है सारे. मेरे तो जिंदगी में yes sayers ही नहीं है. You will see my mother, you will see my father. Father can still be a yes sayer because he loves me too much. But apart from that, I don't think anybody is like a yes sayer. My friends will bring me down if I do something wrong. So will I with them. And that's the best, yeah. I don't know how life would have been if I kept doing things and nobody was there to tell me what is correct, or maybe I'm going wrong. I like it when people come and tell me that this is not right. So maybe I'll get a chance to correct it. So that's why I'm authentic. And also because it's all love story, right? We have reduced love stories to partner-based romance, romantic love stories. My love story is with my mom also, with my friend also, with my brother also, with my niece also, with a pet dog also, with everybody. I feel everything is a love story. Anywhere there is love, there's a story, and there's a love story. But every love story's basis is acceptance. All my main characters in every love story, which is my friends, family members, relatives, whoever is close. I have a cousin sister who's 14 days younger to me. They're all love stories, right? They've accepted me for all my good, bad, ugly. They correct me when I'm bad or ugly, but they appreciate the good equally. So I know that ये लोग अगर बोलेंगे तो ये समझ के बोल रहे, तो मैं उनकी बात मान लेता हूँ. और कुछ लोग होते हैं जो बोलते हैं, मुझे पता है कि इनका इंटेंशन ठीक नहीं है, इसे मुझे पुल डाउन करने के लिए वो समझ है, तो मैं सुनता जरूर हूँ, मानता नहीं हूँ. तो आई नो वेयर टू लाइक स्टॉप दैट.
In fact, that was going to be my next question, that how do you differentiate between constructive criticism and someone intentionally with the intention of malais pulling you down?
See, today you spoke about a world, right? If there may be chances that you may not like something I've done, I may have my reasons of doing it. You will have your reasons of not liking it. Both have to be appreciated, both have to be respected. I cannot say I've done it and you will have to like it. You cannot say that you don't like it, so I will never do it. It has to be both ways, right? But it is how you put it. It's not about what you say or what you ask. It is about how you say it or how you ask, right? If you are going to tell me that, Nan, you did this, do you think it was right? Maybe I differ. I will give you a respectful answer. But if you're like, I don't know, and you may come from a place of aggression because I've done something horrible. I understand. But it's the tonality. Unless I'm being like mean to you, if you're suddenly coming at me with a mean tone, then I will not be able to understand that this is constructive. Maybe you're constructively criticizing me, but I'll not understand from the tone. I'll feel like, why is this person being so rude to me? So you tell me politely, and then if I don't listen, then you scream at me, I'll still understand it. I come from that school of that. I'll think, acha, ye, wo, falana, maybe this person. And there are some people who I know who don't want good to happen to me because of experiences, because of proofs that I already have that they have done to me. So no matter, even if they're giving me constructive criticism today, I will not believe it. There's no way I'm going to do that. I will give you chance when you break my trust. But that chance will be once or twice. The third time when the same thing is happening, it's not a mistake. Mistakes can happen once, twice, thrice. When you repeat your mistakes, it's a habit. I don't like such bad habits in people. Then I cut myself off. You will not even understand. They'll come and say, "No, yeah, nice, nice, nice." Hello, so many people have told me that, you shouldn't do this on the show and all of that. There are people who I value and I will be like, yeah, you're right. But the same thing when another person is saying, I know what kind of space they're saying. I'll be like, ये right बोल रहे हैं. But कुछ और बोलते जो मुझे अग्री नहीं होता तो मैं सुनता. बट मैं मानूंगा वो तो मेरे ऊपर है ना. मेरे अपनों का भी मैं सुनूंगा. मानूंगा वो मेरे ऊपर है. बट मुझे पता है कि मेरे अपनों की इंटेंशन कहाँ पे होंगी. बाकी जो मेरे अपने नहीं है उनकी इंटेंशन कहाँ होंगी वो भी मुझे पता होना चाहिए. So I know how to differentiate. And as a person on social media, you get pulled up for every little thing. You understand when people are coming and say, hey, whatever, dash, 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 tu ye kya kar raha hai? That's not criticism. That's abusing. But there are also people who will be like, we thought that you stand for this or that, and this was not right. I respond to them with a polite yay. Maybe they're misunderstanding it, so I'll try to explain my point. And after that, also, if they don't understand, then that how can we can always agree to disagree, no?
Mhm. So you spoke of social media criticism, negativity, in a world where I think hate has taken over.
Absolutely.
How do you manage to stay so positive and spread so much of goodness?
I am my mother's son. That's the only answer. My mother is the most positive person in any room. Like, you put her in situations and I've only seen her smile and brave everything with a smile. Whether it's a medical emergency, whether it's a congratulations wala situation, whether it's somebody's birthday, or whether it's overworking herself to do things for the family. She's always braved everything with a smile. And more often than not, I'm actually judged for being a little girly and effeminate on social media. A lot of the criticism doesn't come from a place of understanding or a place of realism where they possibly are trying to critique my work, or they're not attacking my work, they're attacking my personality. And I don't allow anybody to make me feel ashamed of my personality just because I am so oriented, or I behave a certain way, or I eat a certain thing, or I do a certain thing, or I wear a certain way, or I walk a certain way. Because very early on in my life, when these things used to bother me, my mother had told me one thing, my brother had told me one thing, and my mother had told me one thing. When I used to get bullied in school, my brother had told me that the day you stop showing those people that you are getting affected, they will stop affecting you because you are not giving them a reaction. And if you have to give a reaction, give such a strong reaction that they're scared of bullying you the next time. I have followed that since I was 13. Today I'm 33. Secondly, my mother has told me that why does it matter to you if they call you ladies, half girl, half ladies, what are the other chakka, gay? These are not abuses, right? You tell me, if calling any person a woman, is it an abuse? If calling a person gay, is it an abuse? If calling any person a eunuch, is it an abuse? These are people who really exist in the society. Are we calling them abusers? How is it an abuse? It is not the way you present it. For you, it's an abuse. That's why you're thinking कि मैंने तो गाली दे दी, तुमको बड़ा एक फील हो गया. पर मुझे गाली जैसी नहीं लगती. पहले लगती होगी जब मुझे इन चीजों की अवेयरनेस या आइडिया नहीं थी. एक एज के बाद, एक स्टेज के बाद, एक्सपीरियंस के बाद आपको हो जाता है कि यार ये गाली नहीं है. और मेरे लिए वो एज बहुत पहले आ गया था, बिकॉज मेरी मम्मी ने मुझे एक दिन बिठा के ये बोला था कि अगर तुम्हें बोल रहे हैं कि तुम लड़कियों की तरह बिहेव करते हो या चलते हो और तुमको बहुत ये होता है, तो बुरा मानने वाली बात ही नहीं है. योर ब्रदर इज एग्जैक्टली लाइक योर फादर, द वर्ल्ड सेज, and you are exactly like me, you look like me, your smile is like me, everything is like me. So if they tell you, just tell them that yes, I am like my mother and I wear it as a badge of honor. If people think that way, I'm sorry, but I feel proud that I'm my mother's son. I am always going to be a man written by a woman, and a strong woman at that. So I don't care. You are thinking you're abusing me. I take it as a compliment because I'm my mother's son. मैं अगर 10% भी अपनी मम्मी की तरह बन पाऊं ना, तो मैंने जिंदगी में बहुत कुछ हासिल कर लिया है, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. तो अगर लोगों को लग रहा है कि तुम लड़की की तरह बिहेव क्यों, अरे मैं अपनी माँ का बेटा हूँ मैं अपनी माँ की तरह, बस खत्म होगी बात. तो बट मैं जब ये बोल रहा हूँ ना कि मैं अपनी माँ का बेटा हूँ और मैं गर्ली इसलिए हूँ, इमोशनल इसलिए हूँ, सेंसिटिव इसलिए हूँ, तो ये भी मानना पड़ेगा कि मैं मेरी मम्मी के स्ट्रेंथ्स भी लेता हूँ. मैं बहुत पेशेंट हूँ. मैं ईगो नहीं रखता मेरी माँ के जैसे. मेरी माँ को कुछ बात का ईगो नहीं है. मेरी माँ के साथ किसी का भी झगड़ा हो जाएगा घर पे, तो शी कैन नॉट, अनफॉर्चुनेटली दे आर इन अ जनरेशन दैट दे डोंट कीप ईगो. Okay, they always smile no matter what happens. They always try to cater to other people before themselves. I am that person. My mother is the glue to any relationship in our house. And slowly, you will ask my Jija ji. I know him. I can't even call him my Jija ji. I call him my brother because I know him since I was born. Like I am born, matlab 6 years since I know of being. So he's been a brother to me. So he always nowadays tells me that matlab ab tak to we used to feel that Appa, they call my mother Appa. Appa is the glue. But now you are also becoming that, because when I am home, everybody is home. And we are enjoying meals together. We are going for the worst of films to the best of films together. We will go and we'll go to an amusement park also together and enjoy. We'll watch a boring film and just critique it and enjoy. We'll do nothing at home and we'll still enjoy. So I feel that's happiness. And मेरे लिए मेरी मम्मी की तरह होना मुझे खुशी देता है. अब जिनको लगता है भाई तुमने अपनी मम्मी, अपनी बहन, अपनी पत्नी की और अपनी दोस्तों की, जो लड़की है, औरत है, किसी भी औरत की इज्जत करना सीखा ही नहीं है अगर तुम एक इसको गाली की तरह यूज कर रहे हो. That's all.
Beautiful. I mean, that's such a you've put it so powerfully well. So coming back to the show features such interesting, exciting personalities like Kiku Sharda, there's Arjun Vijnani, there's Kubra Seth, there's Dhanashri. Yeah. So
Now Arbaz and Arush.
yeah, now Arbaz and
Just
Arush,
the
we just
promo
got to
launch.
know. Yeah. So what are you looking forward to the most in the show, and what are you expecting from your stay in the house?
I'm looking forward to enjoying myself. That's about it. दोनों आंसर सेम है. भाई मैं 2 घंटे टिकू, 2 दिन टिकू, 20 दिन टिकू या 40 दिन टिक के आऊं, हार के आऊं, जीत के आऊं, मैंने अपने दिमाग को ये समझाया है कि मुझे वहां से निकल के ये सोचना, मैंने एक्सपीरियंस ऐसा होना चाहिए मेरा, वो मेरे हाथ में है. ऑफ कोर्स दूसरों के हाथों में भी है, बट मेरे हाथ में ज्यादा है. It's about how I make myself feel in situations, in bad situations, good situations, everything, right? So it's a lot on me, how I make myself feel. So I want to make myself feel good so that when I come out of the house, no matter when I do, I feel कि यार ये मेरा फर्स्ट रियलिटी शो था और मैंने मजे किए, मुझे मजा आया और I enjoyed my time, whatever little or whatever much I spend. So that's the whole thing. I don't want to go there and come back and feel like, oh, bapre, I can't do this. If I can't do this, it will be for other reasons. And I want to be there. I'm like, मजे किए यार, बस इतने खुश, वही important है. Experience is what matters, right? That's what I need.
And have you chalked out any plans or strategies? What is your approach going to be like in the game?
See, on any reality show, anybody who tells you that we have chalked out a plan, they're going to miserably fail. Because the moment you plan, you are not getting to see the outer world. But everybody outside, especially the creatives of the show, especially the psychiatrists, There will always be psychiatrists to understand your psyche, because any reality show is based a lot on your mental power than physical. Physical is important, but mental is more important. Anything. So there will always be that one person, two people, whatever, who will monitor you closely. But when you are getting monitored, they will plan, they know your move. आप जब चेस खेल रहे हो, अगर मुझे आपका मूव पता है तो मेरे लिए बड़ा आसान है मेरा मूव प्ले करना. बट जब आपको मेरा मूव पता ही नहीं है तो आप कैसे खेलोगे, राइट? सो इट्स ऑलवेज ऑन देम. इफ कोई गेम प्लान करके जाएगा, कोई नहीं जीत पाएगा. इट्स अबाउट हाउ ऑथेंटिक यू आर टू द मोमेंट. अभी मैं बोलूं कि मैं ये नहीं करूंगा, पर वो लोग मुझे उस सिचुएशन में डालेंगे तो मेरे से हो जाएगा. आई एम ऑल्सो ह्यूमन. मैं बोलूंगा मैं गाली नहीं दूंगा, पर मुझे कोई माँ बाप की गाली देगा तो मैं क्या चुप रहूंगा? मेरे को भी आता है गाली. द फैक्ट दैट आई डोंट यूज एंड अब्यूज यूजुअली is because of my upbringing. But my upbringing also teaches me not to take anything lying down. I have self-respect. So if you abuse me, if you devalue me, disrespect me, there will be a side that will come out and you have to take that as well, is what I'm going to say. That's all.
Great. Now let's talk a little bit about your career. Over 12 years in the entertainment industry as a journalist, to now building a community of your own online and now participating in a show. So what does your life look like right now?
What does my life look like right now? It's right now about going inside the show tomorrow, deeply anxious about staying away from family and friends. Although they will get to see me, I won't get to see them or contact them. So that's a big, big problem. For me, I am emotionally very attached to my people. So that is something that could work against me. So my mother, the whole time my mother is saying, Rona mat, roega to chappal marungi phek ke, and all of that. So, I told my friends that I'm going to go inside. I want a charm from everybody, friends and family. Like one small, small item I want to take. Ab wo allow karenge to leke jaunga, but I'm putting it in a bag and hopefully going to take it. So everybody gave me one little thing. So उसमें मेरी मम्मी ने बोला कि मैं चप्पल दे देती हूँ, क्योंकि अगर रोएगा तो याद रखना कि वो चप्पल है. क्योंकि मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ कि my mother's flying chappal will come if I am misbehaving.
Desi mom's ultimate weapon.
फुल भाई, मेरी मॉम का अल्टीमेट वेपन खुद है. हाथ के सामने जो आएगा, मेरी मम्मी बिलीव करती कि नो मैटर व्हाट एज यू आर स्टिल माय सन एंड आई एम स्टिल योर मदर, सो आई कैन हिट यू, आई कैन से व्हाटएवर द हेल आई वांट टू, एंड दैट्स ट्रू आल्सो ना. That's true.
That's very cute as well.
Absolutely. That's being real. Every mother is like that.
Maybe she's also the reason you're so grounded.
Absolutely. I think my mother, my father, my brother, my friends, my sister, my niece, including my niece, a few years back when she was 8 years old, 5 years ago. Today, though, she has a lot more knowledge and everything. I had put up this post, something I put up, and then no matter how much people bitch about you behind your back and all, I don't care, you will always stay at the back, or something I had put up. And my niece must have read it through my sister's profile and everything. She's come and told me, she calls me Tu. So my nickname is Mantu, so she couldn't call me Mantu. So she calls me Tu, and my brother is Mamu. So I am basically Tu, so Mamu, Tu, whatever. ऐसा ही होता है. So she's saying, Tu, I think it's wrong of you to abuse on a public platform. I said, where did I abuse? She's like, I think you used a B word. It's a bad word. I'm like, मैंने क्या bad word use किया? फिर मैंने जाके देखा कि अरे भाई मैंने लिखा, and she thought that this bitch is about the other abuse. Like, it's about calling somebody a bitch, right? It's not that. Like, if you bitch, then I explain that no, this. But now also, if I do something, she'll be like, if I have by mistake in a matter of if me and my friends are talking or anybody and we are on a call or somebody's used the F word and she's around, she'll look at me and she'll look at my friends also, she'll be like,
oh,
that look will come. I'm like, good, at least. See, it's good to be aware. I wouldn't even know at 8 or 13 what is an abuse. But thanks to social media and thanks to the world that everybody, they're born into technology, right? So there's a good side, there's a bad side. But yeah, everybody grounds me and I'm very happy. I wouldn't have wanted it any other way, to be very honest. A lot of people feel controlled and stifled. I love it this way. ये नहीं होता तो मेरी जिंदगी में शायद मुझे प्रॉब्लम कहीं और होता.
Great. So, like I mentioned, it's been 12 years since you've been practicing entertainment journalism. So, what was that turnkey moment or that memorable conversation that made you feel, yes, I have arrived now?
I don't know about arriving, but I'll tell you. So when I left home, I did journalism because I'm a huge Shah Rukh Khan fan and I really wanted to meet him as a person. Like, and I wanted, so I told my family that जिस दिन शाहरुख सर मुझे एक क्राउड में ढूंढ लेंगे ना कि ये नयन है, ही विल पहचान लेंगे, उस दिन मैं वापस आ जाऊंगा. फिर तो मैं टेलीग्राफ ज्वाइन कर लूंगा कोलकाता में एंड देन टेलीग्राफ में तो जब भी वो आएंगे तब तो मुझे ही इंटरव्यू देंगे. आई सेड दिस. आई केम हियर ऑन जुलाई 10th 2014 and October 13th 2014 I did my first interview with Shah Rukh sir for Happy New Year. His PR team Mandvi, that time Mandvi was handling him, made it happen. And before the interview, she just told sir that Shah sir that whenever there's your name being taken, he's just beaming with happiness. So I had taken that book, that biography, Shah Rukh Khan. So he had written, "Stay the same, keep beaming." That's and he had told me that, and it was a 15-minute, it's supposed to be a 15-minute conversation. It was 45 minutes. And there was not one of us, 3, 4 of us. But I could sense it that he really liked my energy and he really liked it because Happy New Year released, it did really well. I'll tell you now when I realized that now I know that he likes me. So then there was this song launch. The song was Sharabi. And there was a launch. So जैसे events होते हैं बॉम्बे में तो event था JW Marriott में था. Okay. हम लोग गए, वो मूवी चल गई थी, मूवी हाईएस्ट ग्रॉसिंग, मतलब वीकेंड बहुत अच्छा था, ऐसा था. एंड देन दे लॉन्च द सॉन्ग. सो दे वर ऑल सिटिंग एंड देन आई वाज आस्किंग अ क्वेश्चन. देयर मस्ट बी दैट वीडियो समवेयर where he's saying, I'm asking, so hi, this is me Nayandeep and I have my question. So everybody like, who do you have a question for? I said, yeah, it's for Farah ma'am. Asks me, who's your question to? So I said, it's for you, Shah Rukh sir and Deepika ma'am. This is what I said. As a child, and Shah Rukh sir has gone like this, and the video is like, he's like, Nayandeep is from Kolkata. Nayandeep is one of my biggest fans. Nayandeep really likes me. And Farah ma'am is like, oh, how do you know? He's like, Nayandeep wanted to become a doctor, but he became a journalist. I'm like, how do you know? He's like, so that why? She asks why. Like, so that he can sit and interview me. So Farah ma'am says, oh, so you have spoiled his career. And I said, no, he's made mine. So if you can spot me, and that was barely 2.5 months, right? मैंने अपने आप को 2.5 साल दिए थे. That year, on November 2nd, when he used to meet all the media people.
Birthday.
Yeah. So when he saw me, जो podium था जहाँ पे, so he had called, मतलब I had got mishti doi and everything, and everybody gets something and you give it to people and they take. So the team, I don't know how, they've always made me feel so special. In front of everybody, he has called me and he has hugged me, and I still have those pictures on my Facebook somewhere. I'm pretty sure I have those in one of my profile pictures or cover pictures or something. It's a collage of everything where he's hugging me and all of that. So I realized that this is what I'm going to do.
Wow.
So yeah, and I'm happy that, thanks to God and my mom and dad and everybody who loves me, their blessings that I've been here on basis of at least love. I can definitely say that why I'm here is because of my love and relationships. And I'm very, very, very proud of that. My opening day outfit was going to be that.
Oh.
For Rise and Fall. So I had designed this like a cloak, like a cape falling, and it was designed with fabric that was all the posters and different quotes of Shah Rukh sir, different pictures from not just movies but interviews or appearances and all of that. It was a full Shah Rukh sir outfit because I wanted to show it on stage that my life as a journalist had begun because of my love for Shah Rukh sir. So when I am taking a step ahead and I'm starting a different phase of life, not that I will not be a talk show host after this, I will be. But now that I'm stepping into a different zone, it cannot start without the involvement of Shah sir. But of course, there were copyright reasons where you can't do things. So we can't wear it. But I will wear it one day very, very soon.
Maybe we could see that as a regular Instagram post.
Of course I will. I'm manifesting that this year. Sorry, Rohini, I love you. Rotox is amazing, but she's gotten her opportunities to do interviews with Shah Rukh sir on his birthdays. I hope and I'm manifesting that this year I get to host the birthday event with Shah Rukh sir and all his fans, wearing that and just have a conversation with him. That will be my showreel. It's the showreel I want for life.
Great, and we so look forward to seeing it and hoping that it actually happens.
The fabric is made. It needs to be designed, and it will be designed very well. I know. Someday.
Also, I've heard a lot about Mr. Shah Rukh Khan that he has that aura around him when he walks inside the room. Even if you're not seeing him, I mean, you're looking someplace else, you will get to know that somebody of somebody having a god particle inside him has arrived. Is it true?
It is absolutely true. Why does he need to talk to a junior writer at DNA and make him feel that way? Who was I to anybody? Many people, including, I'm talking about the media fraternity, in the beginning were not kind to me. Today, they understand me and they know that I come from a good place and whatever, good place of mind and manners. Things have shifted. But initially, when I was an outsider in this, an outsider as in not like other people are insiders, but when you meet people on a daily basis, today I can call myself an insider. No. But if somebody new comes in and I make that person feel miserable, then that speaks a lot about me and not about that person. So I have been through those situations and he never needed to do it. And not just Shah Rukh sir, there are so many people. Salman sir, he didn't need me to feel welcome and warm. But they always do. That's why possibly they say now that the biggest superstars are superstars because they really, really are not superstars in their heads. And Shah Rukh sir will spend 2 minutes with you. And in those 2 minutes, you will feel like nobody else except you matter to him in those 2 minutes. And that's a beautiful feeling. And I wish, because I am his fan, like I said, that I am so attached to my mother, so I imbibe a lot of qualities. Because I am his fan ever since I was born. I used to cry if he used to get beaten up. Okay, I'm 1992 born, and people tell me that in films like Deewana or Raju Ban Gaya Gentleman, that time it used to play on DD, and I was barely one when it used to come on DD. And if he used to get hit, I used to cry. If he didn't win an award, I used to not have food that night. And these are not, I'm not saying it just for it. It's the truth. I have God worshipped him, and I am still, and I will continue to do that. For me, he's the definition of a dream. He doesn't even realize he's touched a billion lives unknowingly, including mine. And today, whatever I am, a lot of that credit for that passion to be something in this field has to be him. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here if I didn't have that loyalty and love and that desire that knows Shah sir. That's about it. And he's too good. Too good. I love him to death.
Great. So, any other celebrities that you really loved having conversations with? Now, so the thing is, अभी के time पे you just feel that the conversations that journalists have with celebrities are pretty controlled and the celebs are pretty guarded, and of course they might have their reasons for it, right? But who are some of the celebrities that you have interviewed who just pour their hearts out and are very authentic?
I'll tell you something. It also differs, and it also is, depends on the relationship that you share with that person. Like if you give me the intent that you are well intentioned, your questions are well intended, sorry. I will give you a proper answer because I will not fear being put out of context, misquoted. So I think I have had the privilege because I would like to believe I'm a good person. And आज के डेफिनेशन ऑफ जर्नलिज्म को मैं अग्री नहीं करता कि जो नेगेटिव बोलता है नेगेटिव लिखता है. अरे in the name of journalism we are only selling negativity, okay, for TRPs, for viewership, for views, everything, right? Website clicks, we are all doing that. Today we are covering troll stories. When did troll stories become journalism? So all the people who tell me that me being nice to everybody on my show is not journalism because it's not objective. Of course it's not. I am a talk show host and I'm being nice to them. Can you be disrespectful towards me without me being disrespectful to you in an interview you're doing with me?
Absolutely not.
Exactly, so that's the niceness. You've met me for the first time, you're nice to me. Now you cannot be called out for being nice to me. Now I'm your guest today. If I'm interviewing you, you're my guest. I cannot be nasty to you without a reason. People forget that. And of course I am a loyalist. Whoever I stand for, whoever has been there for me, I will stand for them. That has nothing to do with journalism. That's my relationship. I will do it. Industry is based on relationships, भाई. लोगों को काम मिलता है रिश्तों के हिसाब से, तो मैं तो सिर्फ रिश्ता निभा रहा हूँ, काम भी नहीं मांग रहा, मैं तो रिश्ता निभा रहा हूँ. इसमें क्या बड़ी बात है, राइट? The same people are going and doing rubbish troll stories. How's that objective? That's why I failed to call myself a journalist today. I'm good as a
Talk show host.
creator, as a talk show host, मीडिया इन्फ्लुएंसर, क्योंकि मीडिया तो कहीं जा नहीं पाएगा ना मेरे आइडेंटिटी से, एक पार्ट है. बट जर्नलिज्म तो नहीं कर रहा हूँ मैं, मुझे भी पता है. A lot of people will come and tell me कि इंस्टाग्राम से जर्नलिस्ट टैग हटा दो. अरे वो बना ही जब था तब मैं जर्नलिस्ट था. अब वो हट नहीं सकता, क्योंकि वो वेरिफिकेशन मुझे पे करके नहीं मिला है ना, वो मिल गया उस टाइम पे जब वेरिफिकेशन मैटर्ड एंड इट वाज ऑर्गेनिक. तो अब वो चेंज नहीं हो पाएगा. दैट्स द प्रॉब्लम. आई ट्राइड talking and getting it changed. It couldn't happen. So let's see, hopefully one day.
As somebody who values his creative freedom, has his own voice, and you've also worked at so many places. So this having your own voice has, have you ever paid a price for it?
Of course. I will not name which company, but I worked there, and a colleague of mine who was not even the lead, she was one of the people in the team, of course senior to me. They have literally called me out on Instagram messages, and they've spoken. That person told me, you should stop calling yourself a journalist. Journalists don't dance around. You're dancing like a butterfly. You keep putting pictures with celebrities. So I said, but I'm not. तब तक मैंने टॉक शो होस्टिंग चालू कर दिया था, तो रील्स क्यों बना रहा हूँ. बहुत लोग वो ओल्ड स्कूल है अभी भी कि क्रिंज. अरे मैं अपने पेज पे कर रहा हूँ, तुमको थोड़ी बोल रहा हूँ. तुम अपना करो. वेयर आर यू इन टूडेज टाइम? तुमको कल को मौका मिले, तुम मेरे जगह पे रील्स बनाओगे या कुछ भी बनाओगे, तुम फेमस होंगे, और you will be given the same kind of positioning where eventually it will help you in every way, in terms of viewership, in terms of visibility, in terms of financial strength. I come from a family where I have to fend for my family also. My brother has to fend for my family. My father is retired. You don't decide for me. I'm not asking you to do it. Just like I said, you have a choice. We may disagree. There's a way to put it. You should remove. That's why I said that in journalist point. I said, you can unfollow me. You can decide on not watching my content. You cannot decide on what I'm going to put. Who are you? My mother. Even my mother can suggest. Only that the suggestion will be taken more seriously than I will take yours. But you cannot decide for anybody. मैं तुम्हारे लाइफ में डिसीजन ले रहा हूँ क्या? नहीं ना, तो तुम मेरे लाइफ में डिसीजन मत लो. I worked with you at one point, and this is the time when we had worked, and after that we were not working together, and this is the time I started my video journalism. And honestly, in the spaces I worked in, video spaces, they've always been seriously nice to me. So I used to like get bothered that these are the trolls that people should get rid of. And they think that I don't know that they have a group where they send my pictures. उनके ही बोलते हैं ना, विभीषण उनके बीच में भी है जो आके मुझे बोल देता है कि कौन क्या बात करते थे. How can I take them seriously? I will know that even when I'm doing this show, they possibly must be making a group and laughing at me. But कुदरत और किस्मत तुम पे हंस रही है, क्योंकि तुम हो किधर.
But why do you think this is? Is it because you're successful? Is it
No,
because...
no, because everybody who has not been a part of this social media culture don't understand the realms of social media. I am not saying social media is only good, but social media has many goods also, which some of the older generation of journalists refuse to agree or align with. But that is also the reason of their downfall. You have to get on with the times. I don't understand Gen Z language, but I cannot disrespect Gen Z. They have their own conditioning, they have their own circumstances. I may not agree with them. I don't agree with them on many things. I don't agree with my own niece, starting with my family. But I don't disrespect her choice. Her choice, her life, her choice. Their life, their choice. As long as you're not disrespecting me. So same, I will tell them. उनके दिमाग में जर्नलिस्ट के लिए ये है कि तुम सीरियस रहोगे, आप थिएटर कवर करोगे, आप बॉलीवुड अगर कवर कर रहे हो तो कुछ लोग तो बॉलीवुड को भी सोचते हैं कि गलीचों की कवरेज है, हर चीज में आप यूज करोगे पॉलिटिकल न्यूज एंड एवरीथिंग इज द मोस्ट बी ऑल एंड एंड ऑल, जबकि आप वायर्स लेके उस पे सिर्फ एक हेडलाइन डाल के डाल दे। तो हम तो लिखते हैं भैया, पूरा इंटरटेनमेंट जर्नलिज्म में स्टोरीज लिखते हैं हम, ऐसा भी दिन गया है और हमारा ही चलता है टेक्निकली, अनफॉर्चुनेट चलता तो हमारा ही है ना। So ऐसा भी दिन गया है जहाँ पे you are made to feel like lowly about yourself. And see, when you have not reached a certain position in the industry, today I have. Today I will not let that affect me. You don't control me. But of course, there was a point where I felt very bad. I was like, is this the definition? Am I really going wrong? Because I didn't know, predict the future. Na. I would do something funny and then they would come and say things. I would dance on my own. Then they would feel like, why do you dance? भाई एक जर्नलिस्ट छोड़ दो, अगर एक सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर है, क्या वो एक अच्छा कुक नहीं हो सकता? क्या वो अच्छा पेंट नहीं कर सकता? क्या वो गाना नहीं गा सकता, डांस नहीं कर सकता, गिटार नहीं बजा सकता? कुछ भी तो कर सकता है। स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन भी अच्छा हो सकता है, कुछ भी हो सकता है। दैट डजंट मीन दैट his whole life का that the whole identity behind his being is his job. I have many facets to my life. This is just a part of my identity, or was a part of my identity at one point. These are chapters. DNA was, मतलब childhood मेरा एक chapter है. मेरे मम्मी पापा, my relatives have been a very bad chapter. I don't like my relatives, most of my relatives, because I don't agree with their conditioning. My mother and father, they've been amazing. Thank God they're not like my relatives. They're all chapters. Some chapters teach you how to be, some chapters teach you how not to be. Tomorrow, if I see somebody doing the same thing as me, I will not judge them. And even if I see somebody doing exact opposite, I will not judge them. But these people, they do. They have done that to me. And they're very happily sitting in the... आज जो ग्रुप में ये बात होती थी ना, आज उनके भी लोग रील्स डालते हैं। तो तुमको भी, you also got on with the times, no? The moment you saw that millions of views we are getting and 30,000 views and 40,000 views and 50,000, तुमने भी किया है ना। अब जिन्होंने नहीं किया वो बैठे रहे। You can become a fossil also in life and nobody will remember. And I'm saying this with no amount of क्या बोलते हैं, घमंड. It's the reality. You have to do something worth being remembered for. At least I'm not killing somebody and being remembered for bad reasons. जो भी मैं कर रहा हूँ अपने पेज पे कर रहा हूँ without making anybody else uncomfortable. And मेरी मम्मी ने बोला कि जब तक कोई और तुम्हारे कुछ चीज से तुम किसी को uncomfortable नहीं फील करा रहे हो, तो उनकी ओपिनियन इतनी भी ग्रेव मैटर नहीं करती. Simple.
Oh, I think that's the best approach to your life as
Sorry
well.
for such a long answer, but this is a...
No, but it was such a good, profound, and insightful answer.
Thank
So,
ये होता है जब, you know, when you go through these experiences, then people ask you, then you get reminded of that, and then you remember that, oh, that time possibly I didn't have people to... I had the strength to fight it myself, but I didn't have the voices to push me in that fight. Today, if somebody does the things that I am doing, I had done, I will be the strength to fight it with. I will be there for them. That's why I will be there.
and I think that is something that a lot of people absolutely love you for. So my next question was about, do you see hope in journalism?
No. Do you?
No, not really. And why do you say so?
आज की न्यूज फ्लैशेस देखे हैं, एवरीबडी इज एक्सक्लूसिव, हर कोई एक्सक्लूसिव, हर कोई ब्रेकिंग न्यूज. और ब्रेकिंग न्यूज क्या है भाई? आलिया भट्ट के घर पे आप कैमरा डाल के क्या निकाल रहे हो? इट्स इन्वेजन ऑफ प्रिवेसी, इट्स नॉट ब्रेकिंग न्यूज, इट्स नॉट एक्सक्लूसिव. अभी मैं बोलूंगा तो सब बोलेंगे कि आलिया के बारे में हमेशा, अरे आलिया की जगह पे तुम किसी और की भी घर पे करते ना, तो भी मैं यही बोलता. इट्स नॉट अबाउट हु यू आर डूइंग इट टू, इट्स अबाउट व्हाट यू आर डूइंग दैट आई एम कॉलिंग आउट. राइट? सो एग्जैक्टली व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से. हाउ इज दिस न्यूज यार? क्या होप है न्यूज का? आज तो हर एक चीज पेड है. 10 लोगों को आप पैसे दे दो, वो आपके बारे में अच्छा बोलेंगे, और 10 लोगों को आप डिसाइड करो कि आज ये जगह इन्होंने इतनी खराब कर दी है कि 10 लोगों को आप पैसे नहीं दोगे ना, आज आपने डिसाइड किया कि नहीं दूंगा पैसे, वही 10 लोग आपको आर्म ट्विस्ट करेंगे. नहीं पैसे दे रहे हो ना, अब तो अच्छा तो बोलेंगे ही नहीं. अरे चुप रहो, फिर गलत बोलेंगे तुमको, तुम्हारी फिल्म को डुबाने के लिए गलत बोलेंगे. देयर आर सो मेनी एग्जांपल्स हु डू दैट. Who's normalized that culture? Our industry only, both media and films. People need to. This is not journalism. So all these people thinking we need revolutions, पता नहीं क्या ही revolution आंदोलन करके लेके आएंगे. I hope आए. But there are still few who are possibly going to do the correct journalism. My Mumbai mentor, Sarita Tanwar, has launched Variety India yesterday. I'm hoping that it will be a very, very promising venture because I know that she will never do something ridiculously wrong in the face of journalism. So that's something. Anupama Chopra, absolutely, absolutely revere her for the kind of content that she stands up for. Absolutely, there are many others, but some of my friends also want to do content like that, but they are unfortunately being salaried and in jobs where they are forced or pushed to do things, or the company is doing some things that they don't align with. What can you do? हर किसी को तो अपना घर चलाना पड़ेगा ना. हम उनको जज करके करेंगे भी क्या? बात वही है.
You spoke in length about your experiences here, good, bad, ugly, your career here. So tell us, it's been 12 years since you moved to Mumbai?
11 years.
11 years. So tell us, what has your time here taught you about the city, its people, and do you like Mumbai?
I love Mumbai because I don't think I would have reached to this place professionally if I wasn't in Mumbai. But at the same time, the amount of emotions that we had or that we still have in Kolkata, it's a little bit of a miss. And it's nothing to do with Mumbai. I have realized it. Pehle I used to feel like, okay, maybe Mumbai काम के लिए अच्छा है, but emotions में मेरे कभी नहीं, खुद मुझे कभी अपना नहीं पाएंगे मुंबई. But I realized as I progressed and as I aged, as I became more mature, that it is not about the place you are at. It's about the people you are with. So till that time, my mom, dad, my brother, my family, everybody who's important to me move places and shift to Mumbai. I cannot be calling Mumbai my ultimate home. My heart is where my mom, dad, my brother will always be. And no matter what, I have taken this as a thing in my head from the time that I went solo, that I will make sure कि मुझे 3 दिन भी मिले ना बीच में, तो मैं जा रहा हूँ कोलकाता और मैं 3 दिन के लिए खुश होके आ जाऊंगा. वो एनर्जी दे देगी मुझे एक और महीना रहने के लिए. सो दैट इज व्हाट. एंड मुंबई में सब भाग रहे हैं यार. अक्सर आप जब सिर्फ भाग ही रहे होते होंगे ना, तो it puts a stress on you. You know, even when you do stress tests, because I just did one before this show. So on the stress test, if you know this, so they start you off on the treadmill at a particular speed, normal pace, no incline. Then they put you on an incline at the same speed. Then they keep increasing the incline and keep increasing the speed. So when the speed and everything increases, your stress levels increase. So to monitor your stress levels, they do that, right? So when you imagine that's running, right? That's why your stress level is increasing. Here everybody is running all the time. हर कोई भाग रहा है. और जब आप भाग ही रहे हो ना, आपकी जिंदगी में स्ट्रेस कभी कम हो ही नहीं सकता. सुकून कहाँ है इधर? सब एक दूसरे के साथ compete करने में लगे हुए. इसके ये मेरे से ज्यादा पैसा कमा रहा है. And nobody is happy यार. आज शाहरुख खान भी नाखुश हो सकते हैं अगर वो अपने आप को कंपेयर करे किसी और से जिनके पास शायद उनसे ज्यादा पैसा हो ही सकता है. कोई ना कोई तो होगा उनसे ज्यादा अमीर. बट वो ये भी तो सोच सकते हैं कि वो जो मुकाम पे है कितने लोगों को नहीं मिला है. तो मैं वो सोच के खुश हूँ. That there are so many people who possibly would want to be in my position for all the love that I get. Nothing. Money छोड़ दो. मेरे पास भी नहीं है उतना. बट जो प्यार मुझे है, जो रिश्ते मेरे हैं, वो देख के लोगों को लग सकता है कि यार कोई तो बोलेगा ना कि यार नयन इज इन अ गुड पोजीशन. उसी से खुश हूँ. मैं अगर अपने आप को compete कराऊं और कंपेयर करने लग जाऊं तो मैं कभी खुश नहीं रह पाऊंगा. मुंबई makes you compare yourself a lot. Otherwise, Mumbai is doing the comparisons themselves. I don't like that. कलकत्ता में सुकून है, मुंबई में जुनून है. That's what I'm gonna say.
Wow. Then comparisons, I think, especially with our generation, it is happening a lot. Gen Zs, I think they're exposed to so many lifestyles on the internet. So maybe that is one of the reasons. So what do you make of this millennial versus Gen Z ka comparison?
Again, because I'm a millennial, again, it will come from a place of extreme bias. I sometimes don't understand Gen Z languages. I sometimes see, as much as I would like to believe that they're more progressive than we have always been, because they are more aware socially, emotionally, socio-politically, everywhere the awareness is incredible because they're introduced to technology at a very young age. I'm still technologically challenged. Yeah, but the level of attachment that they have is way lesser than we do. हमारे मम्मी पापा के साथ हम अटैचमेंट में कंपेयर मतलब compete नहीं कर सकते, वो हमारे साथ नहीं कर सकते. Just for an example, I have two phones. One is an iPhone that I got last year. My Android phone has been with me for 3 years. My Android phone is a broken phone. I can show it to you. It's broken from behind because वो गिर के टूट गया और वो स्क्रीन पे भी दाग आ गया है. उसके जगह पे because I like Android, I have bought another Android which has been lying with me for the last 1.5 months. Either I'm very lazy. मैं मानता हूँ कि मैं lazy तो हूँ कि मैंने वो शिफ्ट नहीं कराया, बट मैं उतना ही अटैच्ड भी हूँ. चीजें टूट जाती है इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि मैं उसको फेंक देता हूँ. और इसमें ना मेरे स्टिंजी नेचर के बारे में नहीं है. अगर स्टिंजी होता तो मैं इसी को चलाता और फिर तो क्यों ही बाकी कुछ करता. बट it's just that it's very difficult for me to get rid of anything that I have been attached to. It can be things, it can be people, it can be places. I cannot get rid of my attachments in Kolkata, ever. I cannot get rid of my attachments in different workplaces that I've worked with, ever. I cannot get rid of a broken phone. And definitely, and most definitely, I cannot get rid of attachments that I have with my people. That is what separates millennials from Gen Zs. Not that they don't have attachment. They are selectively attached. And the level of attachment that they have is possibly or comparatively a little lesser than, like ours is lesser. So it's not to put them down. If I'm putting them down, I'm putting myself also down in front of my senior generations. Right? So unfortunately, कुछ जगह पे advancement है तो कुछ जगह पे थोड़ा सा degeneration.
Is it also the reason why we Gen Z struggle with love and relationships?
But that is not Gen Z, that is everybody today.
Okay.
I'm not a Gen Z, I struggle equally with love. And it's not about community. I understood that, oh, it's not about LGBTQ plus community. Oh, उनको तो दिक्कत है ही भैया बहुत ज़्यादा. But it's also about normal, like, you know, straight couples also are finding it very difficult. Today's day and age, but love is not the love it used to be. It's very transactional. Any relationship has become very transactional, not just romantic relationships, anything. आपसे मेरा क्या फायदा है, मुझसे आपका क्या फायदा है, if that is the base of any relationship, कितने दिन टिकेगा? कभी ना कभी तो वो फायदा खत्म हो जाएगा और कोई और आपको उससे ज्यादा फायदा देगा.
I think that is the harsh reality. I think relationship का मतलब ही transaction हो गया अभी.
इसीलिए इमोशनल लोगों को प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. मैं हद से ज्यादा इमोशनल हूँ, तो मेरी अपनों का यही स्ट्रेस है कि भाई मैं इमोशंस में बह के कुछ गलत ना कर दूं उधर शो पे. वो मेरे को भी स्ट्रेस है क्योंकि अनफॉर्चुनेटली इमोशनल लोग ना रिएक्ट भी बहुत जल्दी कर देते हैं. तो मेरा वो एक है कि यार मैं बहुत ज्यादा हद से ज्यादा इमोशनल हूँ. इतना इमोशनल होना नहीं चाहिए. And I'll get affected and I shouldn't because it's a reality show at the end of the day.
And on that note, lastly, tell your fans what can they expect from the show and कब आ रहा है, कहाँ आ रहा है?
So the show is premiering on 6th of September. The time I don't know for the opening episode, but usually every episode is going to come on Amazon MX Player at 12 o'clock every day. 12 o'clock in the noon. So I hope you guys watch it. I hope you guys watch me. And I hope you guys like me, like what I'm doing, understand what space I come from and from what space I'm doing things on the show. And yeah, I hope that if I make mistakes, then you think कि यार ये ठीक है, अपना समझ के. मैंने यही बोला हर जगह कि अपना समझ के माफ कर देना बस. माफ नहीं कर पाए तो मैं खुद ही माफी मांग लूंगा. बस इतना ही है. Simple. I'm gonna keep it very simple.
Great. On that note, Nayan, all the best for Rise and Fall.
Thank you.
Stay the way you are.
Absolutely. There is no way I'm going to be. If this makes me get eliminated early, I'm happy. If this makes me go till the end and not win, I'm happy. If this makes me get judged, called out, I'm happy. If this makes me win the show, of course I'll be very happy. But I hope that हर किसी रियलिटी शो में ये एक प्रोटोटाइप बन गया है कि चिल्लम चिल्ली ये सब करो तो कंटेंट के लिए. मुझे चाहिए कि मैं चिल्ला सकता हूँ, ऐसा नहीं कि मैं चिल्ला नहीं सकता, बिना कारण तो नहीं चिल्लाऊंगा. बट आई होप दैट काइंडनेस, नाइसनेस गेट्स ऑल्सो नॉर्मलाइज्ड इक्वली, सो दैट कल को अगर आप लोग रियलिटी शो में कंटेस्टेंट्स देखो तो वो ये सोचे कि अरे अच्छे, अगर अच्छाई की भी कोई वैल्यू है तो अच्छाई की वैल्यू अगर हो सके इस शो के जरिए तो आई विल बी वेरी हैप्पी, नो मैटर वेदर इट्स थ्रू मी और अदर पीपल, अदर कंटेस्टेंट्स, बट अच्छाई वैल्यू करना बस.
Lovely. Thank you so much.
थैंक यू.